The books in that small library smelled of polluted water and mold and dank cellar air. I only got to go there a few times in first grade before it was shut down for good. But I remember picking up the books and bringing them to my nose, inhaling deeply. To me, that terrible smell was wonderful. My small school at the bottom of the hill where our house was perched had no school library. Instead, each teacher had books on shelves in the back of the classroom, books we were not allowed to read until we'd finished all of our classwork. The smudged blue mimeographed worksheets, the arithmetic written in pencil on small rectangular off-white paper, the connect the dots alphabet on yellow-lined paper. I found it hard to concentrate on any of it. The books behind me seemed to whisper for me to come. I would glance over my shoulder, a fat pink eraser clutched in my hand, and read the titles, already trying to choose which one I'd read when I finally finished my times tables. It's hard to describe the magic that books held for me then. Even our class reading books brought me my happiest moments at school. I was an awkward, shy kid, bad at sports and ignorant of playground etiquette. I usually sat alone on the blacktop and played jacks during recess, swiping up the shiny jacks and small red ball over and over so often that the side of my right hand was always scraped. But when Miss Dwyer or Mrs. McMahon announced it was time to get into our reading groups, I was always the first one to pick up my chair and sit in the circle, book immediately open in my lap. If my teacher had to go to the bathroom, she would order the class to take out their reading books and announce that Anne was going to read aloud until she got back. What pleasure I took in that, even though no one listened as I read. I didn't care. I was in the world of stories and words, a world I preferred to the classroom or playground. But what is a child who loves books that much supposed to do when she has no access to them? Every week at home, Time magazine arrived, and every month we got Reader's Digest. In the early evening, just before supper, the paper boy brought the evening newspaper. And so my earliest reading was Milestones in Time, Life in these United States, Humor in Uniform, Drama in Real Life, and How to Build Your Word Power quizzes in Reader's Digest. Dear Abby, horoscopes, and hints from Heloise. Save your old onion bags and use them for hairnets in the newspaper. Until second grade. That's when I finally got a real book to read. My cousin Gloria Jean, a year older, dark curly-haired to my straight blonde, went to Maisie E. Quinn, the new elementary school in town. Like us, our schools were physically opposites. Hers a rambling one-story with lots of windows. Mine, painted yellow with shiny wood floors, and old enough that our grandmother and parents had gone there. Maisie E. Quinn had a cafeteria. We ate our brown bag lunches at our desks. And Maisie E. Quinn had a library. That is where, I suppose, my cousin got a copy of and read Little Women and passed it along to me. Until then, the only books I had access to were the ones in the Childhood of Famous Americans series that my second-grade teacher, Miss Virginia Nolan, kept in the back of the classroom. I was working my way through all of those orange-covered books. John Philip Sousa, Marching Boy. Betsy Ross, Girl of Old Philadelphia. Eli Whitney, Boy Mechanic. Little Women was something else. Fat, with small type and many chapters. It was a real book, the kind I glimpsed when my mother pulled me past the tiny books department at Ann and Hope, the local discount store. The kind I imagined filled shelves in libraries. From the first line, "Christmas won't be Christmas without any presents," grumbled Joe, lying on the rug. I was hooked. With each detail, the introduction of the 4 March sisters, the utterance of that beloved nickname Marmee for their mother, the absent father away at war, the plays written and performed by the March sisters, the neighbor boy...